Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Interlude Media. Spell that right, NTRLD_media. I'm your host, Nick DeSantis, but you might know me as Nicky Nicknames. You heard it here first. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by my co-host, the man holding it down on the ones and twos. Please welcome Todd Roshong, but you might know him as T-Row Price because he understands that return on investment. And the two of us, well, we make up something called Interlude Pod, which is the idea to an idea, a podcast where two friends are just chopping it up regarding the latest news you didn't know you needed to know, with the goal of teaching you something new and us how to run a podcast. And of course, well, folks, each one of these episodes is mixed, mastered, edited, and produced by none other than One Time Productions. So welcome in. I think this is episode 10 right here. So double digits, add a 0 to the end. You heard it here first. T, take it away with the agenda now.
Welcome into episode 10, our little Thanksgiving preview episode, if you will. Happy Thanksgiving, early Thanksgiving to everyone in the U.S. who celebrates. As always, Nick, you know we got a good agenda coming for us. Today's a day that we're going to give thanks, but before we get there, we're going to have to break out the WD-40, break out some grease.
Oh, yes, sir.
I got something I got to get off my chest. But after that, we're going to talk about a little new technology that we learned about this past weekend. We're both still a little confused on it, but that's all right. We're going to learn about it one step at a time. And then, folks, as I mentioned, this is the Thanksgiving episode. There's so much to look forward to. Navidius Wilburn, all around the holiday. Lots of good stuff. And of course, we're going to jump back to the spins and flips section, something that we haven't touched on in a little while, but get things going. And then, without a doubt, Nicky Nicknames is going to take us away with some parting inspiration.
Might have to let him know.
So, with that said, I got something to say. Break out the grease. Get it out your pockets.
Damn.
I need that WD-40.
Starting it off right.
I need that WD-40, and I need it now.
Whoa, you ain't going to calm it down first? You don't want to step in? Jumping right off the cliff into this? Okay.
We're jumping straight off the cliff. Okay, I got problems.
The gears aren't turning yet, folks. Wake us up real quick, Todd. Come on now.
I got problems with New Jersey Transit. You want to talk about gears not turning? The wheels on my fucking train weren't turning, okay?
No.
So I understand. I am of the folk who live in the burbs, okay? I live on the outskirts of the city. And me and Nicky Nicknames and many others were hanging out this past weekend in New York. That means I need to find my way into the city versus most people who already live there. So I get it. Maybe that's on me. But NJ Transit, okay. Fortunately for me, on a weekend, the last train out of town, the last train leaving Penn Station, departs at 1 a.m. Now that means that I got plenty of time to hang with my homies, have a good time, and I can comfortably get back to the train station, sit my butt down on a train, and ride that sucker home so that I can get to bed at not such a terrible hour, wake up the next day, recover, and we're good, right? In theory, that sounds like it would be a good idea. Except this past weekend. Dude, I get on that 1 o'clock train, me and my girlfriend, Elby, okay? We get to Penn Station on time. We're seated on the train. All's going well.
Yep.
I paid for a ticket, mind you. I paid for a ticket to take us from New York City down the Jersey Shore to the last stop on the coastline for the evening, okay? I paid for one ticket that's supposed to get me all the way there. I get on this train, and we don't even make it to the first station on the list before the train is out of power. Train just lost power. There's literally nothing we could do. Dude, we had the conductor coming over the loudspeaker every 5 minutes.
You know my favorite part about the train is they come on the conductor system and you can't even hear it. Why do I even have a speaker system if I can't even hear it?
It's not as bad. It's not as bad on the commuter type rails. NJ Transit, MTA, anything that I've done, other commuter rails. The loudspeakers are a little bit more effective there than they are on, say, the subway system. All right, but we get on, and we're not even to our first stop before the train stops moving. Wheels aren't turning. I'm like, do I need to get out there and WD-40 those suckers and, loosen them up so that the rolls can start wheeling on the tracks?
If you're at the first stop, before the first stop, are you underneath the water?
No, so we're above the water, and we're in New Jersey, but we're just
so you made
on
it
the
through
tracks.
the Hudson.
Yeah, so we were not underground. I guess that's a good thing. But so train loses power, right? We're sitting still for an hour and a half. Don't go anywhere.
That's crazy.
Nowhere. Sat still. We got the conductor coming over the loudspeaker saying, listen, folks, as you can tell, we're having some technical difficulties. We don't have an ETA yet. We'll give you an update. 10 minutes later, they tell us the same thing. And over and over and over again. Before they finally say, we're going to get a whole other ass train out here to push us to the first stop. And then you got to get off and get on a different train. You could take that.
But how did it run out of power?
Before you get off and get onto it. I have no idea. I mean, all the trains are electric. So it doesn't run on coal or steam or anything.
But
I don't even know
we didn't lose electricity.
No, we didn't lose electricity. Just the lines of that particular track lost power somehow.
Did they forget to charge it?
Maybe they forgot to charge it. Maybe they need a good portable charger as their Christmas present. Fuck if I know.
One time I had the Nissan Leaf and I had to charge my car at my friend's house because I didn't have enough battery to get home. But it sounds like the New Jersey transit system needed to charge the train real quick.
But it's the lines of the track itself. Like the train, I don't think the train needs battery power because it's got the power lines that are connected to the cars. I don't know how it works. Okay. Frankly, maybe I need to do more research in like metropolitan public transit.
I don't get this because if you got towed by a tugboat there, tug train,
we got pushed. We got pushed from behind.
From behind. But how did that train work?
Maybe it's not an electric train. I don't know. But they came out on the tracks and they pushed us into the first station where everyone had to deboard, get over to a new track, take that train, rode it like 5-10 stops, then stopped, had to get onto another train to get home. All right, folks, back to the beginning of the story here. I got on this train at 1 a.m. with the intention of being home by about 2:30. I didn't get home till 5 o'clock in the morning. It was miserable. Everybody on the train was exhausted, miserable, pissed off. No one wanted to be there, which, sure, why would we? But it was just, it's seemingly like the most mismanaged thing that I've ever seen. And to think that there are potentially people on that train who then needed to like wake up the following day and get on a train, say, back to New York City if you got to go to work or some Sunday. So it's not like corporate jobs, but I don't know. People got all certain types of things to do. And you're getting someone home at 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours after they should have been home.
Would have loved to see an interview with some of New Jersey's finest at the last stop there. I would love to hear what the Garden State faithful has to say about New Jersey transit.
I'll tell you right now. I'm speaking for a party of one.
Let me tell you something. See, folks,
let me tell you
everybody
something.
From Jersey does this, man. I swear.
Let me tell you something.
All right, T.
I'm speaking as a party of one, but representing the entire state. I promise you, there is nobody in the state of New Jersey that likes NJ Transit. NJ Transit doesn't even own their own tracks. They rent them from Amtrak. So they can't even sustain themselves. I can't stand NJ Transit, dude. It's the worst. Thankfully, with me living in the burbs, normally when I'm commuting to New York City, I'm coming on the MTA, the Metro North train, riding into Grand Central. That's a much different and a much more enjoyable experience somehow than NJ Transit out of Penn Station. I can't fully explain it, but folks, I had to get that off my chest because NJ Transit, they need a lot of grease over there, both for the actual mechanism of your trains and to, just figure your shit out.
They actually might
run better.
Legit grease. That's right. But see, I like to think of this podcast as a solutions-based company. How do we fix NJ Transit?
You see, you're right. This is a solutions-based company, podcasting as a service, as we've discussed. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I wish that the United States had better public transit. You know, there's oftentimes a comparison between the US and Europe as a whole, just given like sheer geographic size. Europe seems to have it at least better figured out than the US somehow. I think part of the problem, though, in the United States is how geographically separated the major metropolitan areas are. Like, I feel like they happen to pop up more frequently as you go through Europe. Even so, like, think about it. Your major city in a country
Europe
in
is
Europe,
so much older. How could we? I mean,
it is so much
we're
older.
following
Yes,
their footsteps. You know what it is? Is the people out here just want to be alone, man. They want to be individuals. They don't want to see anybody. They want a car and they want to drive.
I mean, I am a part of that. I'm a part of that populace where I do drive quite a bit, and I've got an SUV that seats 5, and I'm a party of 1 in the driver's seat, and there's hardly ever anybody else in the car. So I acknowledge that I'm part of the problem, but you have to be when you live in the suburbs. You have no choice but to have a car because transit can't get you anywhere.
They're just more spread out. That's the difference there. Europe towns are smaller. You can walk around. But I don't know if that explains how to solve New Jersey transit. But I don't know if there is a solution.
It doesn't.
To me, it sounds like you got to plug in the train or plug in the wire, whatever that may be. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just you need to have
some of that Hudson water got into the tunnel. Got the electric all messed up right there.
I mean, that'll fuck up.
Maybe we should hire some
just
eels.
Electricity.
You know what I mean? Maybe some of the eels.
Put some electric
remember when
eels
MGMT said that?
In the Hudson.
Baby girl, bow, bow. Shock me like an electric eel. Bow, bow. You know, we could just do that. Get some eels. Then we might be able to get some electric eels on time in this country.
In the Hudson. Yeah, we'd also have to put them in the Raritan Bay if you're riding the New Jersey coastline down on NJ Transit. Put some electric eels in the Raritan Bay, and they can recharge you halfway through the ride. Maybe this is a good idea.
That's what I mean. Then I won't have to bring my phone charger on the train anymore. I got some eels.
Plug it straight into an eel.
That's right. That's right. Get some eels. I'm telling you, I got solutions for this.
You always do. You always do. Bring the lighthearted nature here. But I had to get that off my chest.
That's good. It's not, Todd, it's not worth carrying weight, man. Especially on a week when you have to give thanks, you got to let the people know. And it seems like we're not going to be giving thanks to New Jersey Transit or the New Jersey's public transportation as a whole. The Garden State Parkway. Yeah. Are we going to say anything nice about the Garden State Parkway? The Turnpike?
Well, I
just
might
some
have
classic
to
names on the East Coast for highways, by the way.
I'm going to have to at least preemptively, try to put myself in good graces with the Turnpike and the Parkway. The Parkway more so, because I'm going to be driving that road next week. Well, not even next week, in a few days, actually, from when we're recording now on Monday. So I'm going to be on that road.
Shut up.
And I'm going to have to hope that it is cooperating in order for me to get to my destination for some family festivities.
That's okay. But speaking of family festivities, it's a big week right here.
It's a huge week, dude. It is the week of Thanksgiving. I mean, what else would you look forward to on a week like this? For a lot of people, it's a short week. You work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we got a national holiday. We got Thanksgiving. The commemoration of coming to this country, making peace with the natives who were here before us. I don't know if our ancestors really did a great job of that, but that's where the holiday originates, folks. I mean, at least today in the modern world, it's evolved into a lot more than just that breaking of bread, if you will.
Yeah, there's a whole lot that goes on. Satirical kind of day. We're giving thanks after just robbing people. I don't know, yo. That's like, this is like if I came in and robbed your house and then invited you to dinner at your house.
Yeah,
They
you're
thought of it
right.
like that. And then
That
everyone's
is-
just like, nah, but it was really kind because we offered them dinner. This holiday's kind of fucked up. I never
That
thought
is
of it
kinda
like
how
that. And
things
then we
went.
just play football on it. Yeah, that's tough, yo. I don't know how the turkey got involved, but
I don't know how the turkey
Damn.
got involved either. I mean, turkey, maybe Turkey, your dog, is going to be getting some table scraps or something that'll make him happy on Thursday. But
yeah, respect.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But yeah, like you
It's
said,
always weird for me to eat turkey because my dog's named Turkey.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, luckily
But
your dog's
it's
name
just more of
is
like a
not
naming
Turkey.
convention than anything.
The dog's name is Hudson, but
Well.
he's Turkey to the streets. So
I don't know him anything else, you know?
I guess that's true. You never
It's
really
okay.
break out the
See,
government
because
for
if he
him.
was named Hudson, he'd run out of power on the New Jersey Transit.
That's right.
Right?
We don't want that.
Turkeys don't run out of power now. That's it. I just talk facts. That's all it is.
Turkeys don't run out of power, but turkeys find a way to drain you of your own power with the tryptophan. So
Okay. I don't know what a tryptophan is. I ain't gonna lie. That one went right over my head.
I'm surprised that went right over your head. I feel like that's what everyone talks about this holiday.
Yeah.
I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but it's either like the enzymes in the turkey meat or something. But it makes you sleepy, dude. That's what it comes down to. Is that turkey meat, when you eat it, somehow it interacts with the body and it makes you tired.
Are you saying trip the fan?
No, it's not
like
3
the
words.
Spinner?
No. All right, we're doing some.
This.
Folks, bear.
It's a
bear
pH
with us while we
right
do
here.
a little
An amino
bit.
acid that is a precursor for what important compounds in the body. Man, no, we're done with this. Well,
I'm surprised you never heard of this.
This makes you sleepy?
Yeah, that's the turkey makes you sleepy. So you're sitting around the table. You're stuffing yourself full of tons of food, but the turkey in particular. So it's an amino acid. There you go, and that's what it is. That it gets you tired, dude. I feel like it's what everyone talks about around the holidays, but maybe that's just me and my family. Maybe we're weird like that.
Yeah, that's a little odd. Man. Maybe this is some New Jersey type. I don't know, yo. I've never had a discussion about the tryptophan before. This is my first time. So,
well, the good news is that there is. Yeah, you're welcome. The good news is that there's a lot of other stuff on the table at Thanksgiving, not just the turkey that's gonna get you tired with the tryptophan.
Yeah,
dude, I'm on the hook this year. I'm making a butternut squash soup for the family. Me and my girlfriend, we're preparing a soup, something new to the Thanksgiving table this year. So we're curious to see how that goes, how that's going to blow over with the family. Yeah, of course.
Well, why not? You know, if you're pulling up, you got to pull up with something.
Yeah,
that's
so
just
normally
part of the culture right there.
I'm the type that I'll pull up with like a bottle of wine, but this time we're coming really prepared. We're adding something.
Right.
We're adding something that everyone's going to eat, hopefully enjoy.
You know what though? Anytime there's a party, you know what's the most underrated move to bring to the party?
Tell me what's the most underrated move. Really?
Everybody loves a Caesar salad. And so
I got a question about your Caesar salad, but you keep
it'll
going.
be gone. Gone. Okay? That will be one of the first things finished. And you can put that on trust. Because people, they at the party, they go, oh, wait a minute. I could eat healthy. Salad. But at the same time, here's the other deal though. That Caesar salad has to have croutons in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not
croutons are a big part of it.
We're at a party. So throw the croutons in. But if you come to the function with a Caesar salad with croutons, it's an underrated move. It's a good move.
But I got a question for your Caesar salad. Are you doing a homemade Caesar dressing? And if so, do you have the anchovies in the dressing? Because that's a true Caesar salad.
Right. No, I understand. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to become the fish guy.
Are you against anchovies?
No. Just make a salad. I'm just saying that a salad, little Parmesan flakes, croutons, Caesar. I'm going basic. You want to go all out and make it with the fish? You go for it. but that's not needed. I'm just saying that little salad, that's just an underrated thing. Easy enough to make, always.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a little romaine, throw it together. And it's a good move. It's an underrated move because everybody, like you said, might bring the wine. They might do that. Someone's going to bring the cookies, a dessert, a little something. Hey, and we need that. There's a reason. Like it's like when people, they say, oh, when you go to New York, don't walk the Brooklyn Bridge. It's all crowded and whatnot. Yeah, but it's crowded for a reason. It's a cliche for a reason.
You make
know
a
what
fair
I mean?
point.
Because it's dope.
Yeah,
and
you make a fair point.
Someone has to do that. I'm not saying that, but if you know that you're not necessarily the main act, the one who has to put it together, okay, then it's a good move. The other day I had to go to a little Friendsgiving. I tried to make a bit of chicken. Yeah, I messed it up. And I shouldn't have tried to be him. I should have stuck to the roots and made a little salad, and it would have been accepted by all. And it would have been finished. I guarantee you.
You make a fair point. I see what you're saying.
But that's
Everyone does need a good salad. You need the greens on the table. I'll give you that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the Thanksgiving table, though. I mean, what would you say is your favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know this whole day you're supposed to give thanks. You're supposed to be thankful for what there is. And look, I'm thankful that there's food on the table. But we didn't really have to set that table up, as far as I'm concerned. Because bring out a WD-40. Thanksgiving food, garbage. Straight waste management.
All of it is garbage?
Like a C tier, maybe B tier meat, a B tier meat, turkey. Bro, why aren't we eating ham? Bacon? Why aren't we eating a burger? Turkey? Bro,
we're eating turkey.
First, and look, that's my favorite thing out of all. Everything else, garbage. I mean, what are we doing? Mashed potatoes, I just can't eat texture-wise, so I'm not even gonna hate. It just can't eat.
Okay, I'm with you on the texture there.
It's just not good. Stuffing's not good.
No stuffing.
Okay, what else is it?
Cranberry sauce.
That is just made up. Name me one person who likes cranberry sauce.
All right, so here's what I will say. On the cranberry sauce. There are some people who are diehard, like by the can cranberry sauce, that when you take that thing, you turn it upside down, the cranberry sauce has the ridges from the can in it. I'm not that type of person. But if you get a good homemade fresh cranberry sauce, dude, that thing is so good. Especially because a lot of people, I'll give it to you, a lot of people don't know how to make a turkey well, so it comes out dry. So if you get the cranberry sauce, it helps to bring, that moisture level back. It's a good addition when it's done right. But it is one of those things that's got to be done.
But hear me out. Then answer me this question. Why do you only eat it one day a year? If it was so good, you'd eat it more than one day a year.
Yeah, you make a fantastic point. No, you don't. You don't make cranberry sauce for anything.
You don't.
Well, mashed potatoes is around all year round. Mashed potatoes is around year round, but I get it.
Yeah, that's the one I feel like I can't talk on. Yeah, I can't talk on it. So I'm not even going to hate. It's just I just physically can't. Sorry.
So I feel like this is something that I don't agree with. I feel like mac and cheese has become a Thanksgiving staple on the table, and I don't agree with that. I don't think mac and cheese has a place on that table because it's the type of thing that you can have any time of year. People do it fancy for Thanksgiving. They bake it with the breadcrumbs on top, however they do it. But mac and cheese is that's what you're giving to your 6-year-old, right? I don't see why that belongs on the Thanksgiving table.
That's some Southern type right there. Look it. If we just did Southern food, one, what's more American than that? This is probably the most American holiday. 2, all of it's better.
4th of July would probably
if we were eating fried chicken. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, fair enough. But this is one of the holidays that's only here, is what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, 4th of July does not have a spread to it. Most people think glizzy in the burger. But look, if we just did Southern food, little fried chicken action,
I would be very into a little Southern soul
collard
food,
greens.
Cajun-inspired collard greens, some dirty rice, dude. Let's get it all. I'm down for that.
Some rice. Yo, fam, where's the rice? Like,
it's because there's so many other starches on the table because you got the mashed potatoes, you got the sweet potatoes. There's already a lot of starches on the table.
Mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, it's the same thing. You have two potatoes chopped the same way. Yes, they chop the same way. It's the same texture. It's the same texture. Yeah, they might taste different. Same texture. I can't eat either. So again, not gonna speak on it. But off the table, done. You just provided. Look it. What I'm trying to say is, if you have a table and you go out and you're making a meal, why would I make two things that are exactly the same texture-wise?
I'll give you that they don't for people. Both.
There's no good options.
Need to be on the table. They don't both need to be on the table. I'll give you
that. Where
the
French fries
at?
But
the thing is,
like, fry some shit.
You can prepare.
We're Americans. Why aren't we frying something? I mean, maybe you could fry a turkey, but hey, do that.
There are people who do fry the whole damn turkey, and it gets
but that's just the turkey.
Crispy.
Okay, look, but guess what? Even if you made the best fried turkey out there, the best, guess what? It would have been better if it was the chicken. Okay? It would have been better if it was the pork. Shout out the Japanese. They got this right, the tonkatsu. Okay? Would have been better there.
I'm
not going to argue beef. I don't think fried beef is like, but the other two, bam.
Sure.
Cold cut wise, bam. I'm just saying.
You're saying you don't even like cold cut turkey?
It's the worst cold cut of them all, bruv. If we were eating the prosciutto with melon,
okay,
for Thanksgiving,
okay. I mean,
okay,
yes,
wake me up now.
The amount of pork products, dude, I mean, I can go salami, pepperoni, prosciutto. I could do all day, all day. I could go with the pork products. Ooh, right, we love a good.
Always over turkey. Name me one charcuterie board you've seen with turkey on it.
Damn, you make such a good point, dude. You know what I like to do on the charcuterie board?
And nobody died, folks. That was just a moment of silence because I'm right. All right?
No,
that was just a moment of silence because I'm right.
Because the charcuterie board it's your pork meats normally and your cheeses,
right.
And then you want to get fancy with it, and you put the grapes and the olives and the almonds and however else you want to doctor it up.
Where's the cheese at?
What do you mean, where's the cheese at?
Well, yeah. Where are the nuts at? Where's the cashews? Where's the smokehouse almonds? Shout out to Smokehouse almonds. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, I know we're not sponsored, but where's the Jif peanut butter? Smooth, crunchy, and never spicy. Jif peanut butter. It'll make your Thanksgiving meal next level, ladies and gentlemen. Bring out the peanut butter. You never know what you need to know. Now back to it. Thank you for that sponsorship, Nick. But look, if you have all of that, it would be such a better meal.
So maybe it's just because I'm Italian, but we always have the charcuterie board. Doesn't matter what the holiday is. Like, that's always, the antipasto is always out.
Because you're smart. And you're saving Thanksgiving.
Well, I'm trying to save Thanksgiving this year by doing the butternut squash soup. We're mixing things up. And you know, my plan, I got to just come back. I got to give you credit. You're right. Because my plan, I'm going to put the prosciutto in the butternut squash soup and some Parmesan cheese on top. And it's going to add some savory, some nuttiness to it. So maybe, you know, I think you're on something.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
And I get tradition. But then why don't you eat it more than one day a year?
Well, then, yeah, sure. That tradition and eating it more than once a year are two different things. But I will say, I was coming into this segment prepared to be like the defender of Thanksgiving meals and the tradition around it, the types of dishes that you put out there.
Right.
But when you brought up the idea of like Southern soul food as a meal, I would enjoy that way more. You're absolutely
one
right.
time when I was in Italy, I had a Thanksgiving. They don't celebrate it. I was over there when I was abroad. We had, I think, a chicken cutlet and pesto pasta that night.
Oh, that's a hell of a dinner.
I don't want to be the one to say it.
That is a dinner that you could have.
Ma, I love you
every week.
but was that the best, you know, Thanksgiving meal of all time? But I don't think the only problem with that one, bro, is it doesn't carry the tradition. But I feel like a soul food is just a nice alleyway into it. You know, if you had some of that street corn, damn.
Yeah.
And now we're talking, right? Like I just don't get a lot of the different options and why these were chosen. Because I know you either love it or you hate it from what I've seen. And a lot of people who love it, they will defend it. They'll take me to the boxing ring. And don't worry, I'll still beat them because I know what to say here. But the deal is, a lot of other people don't like it. It's a pretty divisive food grouping.
I'll give you that.
And the whole point is to give thanks and to bring people together. So why are we doing something divisive? None of it makes sense to me. Imagine if I came into your house, Todd, like I mentioned earlier, kicked you out, murdered some people you know, kicked you out, okay? Then invited you to dinner, but gave you some food you didn't really like. Like, it's just another whammy.
How thankful for that would I really be? I don't know if I would. I think I would more so try to say, get the fuck out of my house.
But now, think about it. What if, say, I take over your house and I make you a meal, but you got chicken, little fried chicken, some waffle, the real mac and cheese baked right, some collard greens, some of the broccoli with a little seasoning on that joint. Put that to the side. Yeah. You want? It's cold. You want to do some soup? A chicken noodle soup, because we don't have to go crazy right here. A little pastine in it. And then to start the whole thing off, we're gonna bring the pig out. So we got some ham, we got the prosciutto in the cold cut section, right. We got the legume section and some nuts, all that. And we bring that out. That you might be like, damn, why didn't you steal me from my house earlier? Why didn't you kick me out earlier?
At that point, I might say that this land is your land. And this land is no longer my land, but that's okay.
Su casa, or what is it? Mi casa, su casa, whatever the saying is. Come on, now.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, you'd be speaking different languages. You'd be like, man, I need to learn that English real quick. How the hell did you make that? Como se dice the fried chicken? Like, I like that.
El pollo loco. That's all you need right there.
El pollo loco. Crazy chicken. Yeah, no, I'm going loco right now, but you know what else is crazy, folks? I'm a big. But what's the opposite of stan? I don't want to say hater.
I mean, I think I know where you're going, and I think hater is probably the accurate descriptor.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm not. I don't want to say I hate the NFL. I just think that it's slightly overrated. But obviously, the NFL and Thanksgiving are very much tied. I think this is the best day to watch football. So I'm flipping on my stance. I think this is a beautiful day to watch.
That's football. A very, very interesting flip of your take here.
I mean, what else are you doing during the day?
You're sitting around.
It's cold,
and you're cooking.
You're sitting around
and you're eating.
Yeah, but look do you really want to talk to the uncle you see 3 times a year for how many hours? 12 plus hours? No, put a game on. Now you have someone at least to start the conversation. The game. That's
usually what it ends up being.
Good move.
You put the game on in the background. You got it on TV all day long.
Parade in the morning. So that takes care of your morning. Okay. Then if you're on that wave, hey, the dog show. Shout out the dog show.
Ooh. But
absolutely. You also got the football. So I'm big. I'm not even going to say dog show over football. I'm about both. I like flipping through. A little timeout. Go see how the Rottweilers are stacking up against the Golden Retrievers. We all know who's winning. Come on. That's right. I like it.
Dude. I mean,
so I'm about having football on that. And it should be on, I don't think you should turn the TV off during dinner. The football game should be on.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with you there. We were talking about tradition, and I'm glad that you jumped over to this here, because all 3 of those things that you just mentioned right there are fantastic American traditions, America's pastimes in a lot of ways, not baseball, but pastimes that define what the day of Thanksgiving encompasses. You wake up and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade running through New York City, ending right there in Herald Square. That's what gets everybody going in the morning. Then you roll right into the Kennel of Philadelphia with the National Dog Show. And then after that, you got games on. You got the 1 o'clock, the 4:30, the 8 o'clock game. You got football all day long. Because to your point, can you really talk to the same group of now? I'm lucky, folks. I will admit, I'm lucky. My Thanksgiving, we're gonna have close to 20 people there. So when you
Damn.
get a good group of family
The numbers.
together, now that's my parents, that's me, that's my siblings, my grandparents, a little bit of extended family.
Right.
When you bring a lot of people together, it's nice, and that is the type of thing that you give thanks for, and it warms your heart. But at the same time, if you just leave 20 people in a room together for 12 hours, the conversation is
It's
going
not
to
gonna
go
go.
in places where you don't want it to go. So by having something on the TV that gives you a good talking point, it gives you a break in the action. And I think we do have that part of it figured out. Not that we need to be reliant on technology in today's day and age, because it is effervescent. It is all around us. But having a little bit of
Yes.
background on the TV, it's good. It helps to break stuff up throughout the day.
Yeah. It should be smoke break during halftime too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Cigar action?
I don't know if drinking's really. Yeah, no. The weed. You know, it's time to get the people woken up. Chill out. You know, all you're doing is eating. See, that's the problem. I wouldn't really smoke that day because I'm not trying to eat.
Yeah, it'll give you an appetite, I would imagine. So
I guess that's true. It would help. It would help. Maybe it's a good
turkey
idea.
that you weren't getting so excited to eat, maybe now all of a sudden that looks really good.
Right. I wasn't thinking. You were flipping me the other way. It's a good move. Yeah, man. I'm onto something right now, yo. I got solutions today. Hey, folks.
We're
If
solving
you're
all
like
of our
me,
qualms today.
You're not about, eating the meal on Thursday. Look, think about some THC. That's all.
Get a little THC in the system,
Yep.
and that might make that whole table look just a little bit more appetizing to you. Well,
A
who
little bit
knows,
warmer,
folks?
a little bit more welcoming,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more forgiving. But
Plenty of options.
If there was fried chicken,
Oh, well, then that would really be dangerous, like game over situation.
It's dangerous. Right. That's what I'm saying. But Todd, what I saw the other day, I saw a commercial.
What's that?
They're going to be playing football on Black Friday.
That they are.
The NFL.
Philadelphia Eagles
know what I don't like?
hosting the Chicago Bears on Black Friday.
What are we doing? Stop. One day. If football should be played on Thursday, one time the whole year. One time. Thanksgiving. The Thursday game overrated. It's Black Friday. Stop.
The Black Friday game has been around for a few years now. I think this is the third year of the NFL doing this, having the one game on Black Friday. I mean, it's because the NFL is an entertainment product. And like I said, a lot of people got the day off. So you can put a football game at 3 p.m. Eastern time on a Friday, and people can be tuned into it. You don't need to wait till 8 p.m. Eastern, make sure everybody's out of work. Right in the middle of the afternoon, get the game
honestly,
over with.
This one makes too much sense. Like it really does. Like I'm actually surprised that this has only been around for as long as it's. Would you say 3 years? For as long as it's been around.
It's the third year.
Yep. And there's only one game. Like they really should do. And I'm not a fan. But they really should do 2 games. Like you said, nobody's working.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing
most
is,
dudes I know are not trying to go Black Friday shopping. So
true.
While your girl's out shopping, put the game on.
The thing is,
this is good. See, okay, this is the one day. All right, Thursday, Friday. These 2 days you can put football on. I do not like the Thursday game. Stop. Thursday night football.
No Thursday night football. Monday night football.
No, I like Monday night football. See, I think that's a good idea right there because during the week,
what makes Monday night so much better than Thursday
other than
night?
Interlude Media, spell that right, NTRLD_media. What do you have to look forward to? Yeah, but it's the day back, and there's been a good tradition with it. It's not necessarily a short week, right? You have a shorter week, I guess, if you play Monday and then to play Sunday. But come on, you're an athlete, we're good. But Thursday's too quick. I don't even need to get into the injuries, which I know I'm right. But also, Amazon Prime. What are we doing? Herbert Street, beautiful man. Keep him in college. I don't want to see all this. Al Michaels, respect again. Too old, as you said about the presidents. Just too old for broadcasting.
We also have a lot of sportscasters that are really getting up there in age. I will absolutely give you that.
Just a little bit. And not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that. It's just, LeBron James isn't going to be LeBron at one point in his career.
True. Yeah, and that doesn't mean that he needs to then be a talking head. When he finally does retire, he doesn't need to just go on television and do that for the next 40 years.
I'm not even saying that. I think it'd be great because he knows ball.
He'd be great at it. But I'm saying he doesn't have to do it for 40 years.
All time can't. Tom Brady, he sucked near the end. They all do. We all do, right?
Tom Brady retired at a good time.
Evolution.
And Tom Brady in the booth, Tom Brady being new to the booth relatively now, he is a fantastic analyst in the booth covering football. I think he does a great job as a commentator.
You know what pisses me off? That Jameis Winston still plays because I need him in the booth, bro. I need to see Jameis Winston call the game.
I can't wait until the day comes.
What are we doing? Okay,
Jameis will do.
One of these corporations got to give up more money to just call a game.
I'm sure they could. I'm sure they would, and they will. But I don't think you can. There's got to be some sort of conflict of interest there that you can't lure an on-field talent off the field.
And he's already the best player in the league, so I don't know why he. You know what? I want to give thanks to Jameis Winston because he's starting over Russell Wilson, which is the biggest meme of all time. It just really is. He's the biggest meme of all time, and then he's starting over God's favorite, Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget when Russell Wilson threw the interception to let the whole city down because we lost the playoffs instead of running the ball, and he went, "Well, God just made me stronger."
Yeah, that wasn't a good look for him in the eyes of the Seattle faithful. I'll give you that.
I think God had something to tell you. You're not him.
Maybe he should have been listening before you threw that ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Maybe you should have had a conversation with him before you threw the ball. Okay. I don't care what he say after. And I know the boy who would have run the ball. I don't know how much he's talking to God, but he would have scored. I'll tell you that. Lynch would have scored.
He was ready.
So look,
he was ready to just put his head down and
right.
No, that was
okay. So I don't know.
That was about.
I don't know about that, but Jameis Winston.
But yeah, no. I was gonna say shout out to Jameis Winston.
He knows what's going on.
He's a legend of the game, dude. If he could be the backup quarterback for the NFL, for the league, like let him play for every team. If everyone could get to enjoy the glory of Jameis, I've never had that. He's had a good career elsewhere around the league. He's never played for my favorite team. That's okay. But I feel like it would be so good to root for Jameis Winston, like truly, truly root for him as a part of your rooting interest fan base, just once for everybody.
I don't give a shit about the NFL, and I root for him. How could you not?
Because he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
The only way I wouldn't root for Jameis Winston is if he played for the Yankees. Then he would suck.
Well,
but I think we're in good hands.
Different sport. Yeah, different sport.
I think we're in good hands. So I think we're straight. And listen, that means if he played for the Phillies, I'd still root for the guy.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
I mean,
he's that good. You have to respect talent, man.
I've heard the phrase lately. You are my rival, but you are not my enemy, and I really like that.
This is deep.
I really like that because that means I'm not looking at you as a bad person. I'm not wishing anything ill on you. I have my rooting interests against you, but I can respect you. And I want the competition I want the rivalry, but I'm not looking at you in any sort of negative way. I like that. And so I think that's what Jameis Winston does.
With Jameis Winston?
I mean, I already kind of have one. I'm an Eagles fan. He's playing for the Giants.
They're irrelevant.
They are irrelevant. That's a big part of the problem.
This is the thing with Philly, man. Philly can't even respect the GOATs. Look at this.
I just told you I respect them.
Yeah, you said he's a rival, bro. He's not a rival. The only way Jameis Winston could be a rival for Philadelphia. No, listen. The only way Jameis Winston could be a rival for Philadelphia is if he played for Philadelphia. Because then y'all would boo him.
Well, that's true.
That's the only way.
Absolutely. That is how Philly works when it comes to sports. It's because we're passionate, dude. I could go on the whole spiel, but I'm not going to do it. He would be the worst
quarterback for Philadelphia. It'd be awesome. Yeah, sign a petition. Get him to become a...
Philly actually might love him. Philly might actually love him if he were in the city.
No, you won't.
If he were a starting quarterback if he were the starting quarterback and he put up his career numbers as an Eagle, he would have been torn to shreds. Don't get me wrong. But Jameis Winston, today's Jameis Winston, backup quarterback Jameis Winston, if he got in the game in an Eagles uniform,
never touched
we'd
the
be
field,
celebrating.
if he never touched the field, you guys would like him.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he can't touch the field.
He can be on the sideline. He can touch it.
Right.
Just don't actually go out there and do anything.
Right. No, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, that's what it is.
Absolutely love him as coach.
That's what I'm saying. But he can't become a coach. We need him in the booth. Shout out Jameis.
Shout out Jameis Winston. Dude, you got anything else on Thanksgiving? We covered a lot of football there, but a lot of football, a lot of food.
The F&F.
Anything else?
You know, I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving week, man. So get some nice time off. Hopefully with some people you care about. Enjoy the friends and family. That's all there is to it. It's a terribly timed holiday, being so close to Christmas, I will say. The winter break.
Especially this year.
Shout out my Hanukkah folks. I mess with Hanukkah tough. I'm going to spin a Drago on you. Sorry. BLP kosher's just going through my veins right now. But yeah, I think it's one of those things. So I think it should be more low key than it is. The holiday.
So we wouldn't have the parade and we wouldn't have the dog show. We wouldn't have 3
No,
football
I like all
games.
that, but just like why? Like it should be October. I don't know. It just the timing is just poor for what it is, and I know it has to be. But just 2 big travel holidays back to back.
Yeah, it definitely makes for a lot of travel for a lot of people, and I think a lot of families ultimately kind of make a decision where it's like, okay, let's prioritize one over the other. And let's be real, I think most people are prioritizing that late December window. So that makes, maybe you're not going to see the family for Thanksgiving, but you get to look forward to seeing them 4 weeks later for Christmas. So Christmas, Hanukkah, could be any holiday.
Right. It's good. I like not really how the day started, but I like the general principle. You're giving thanks. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It's a splendid day. The stuff in December is all religious based, which isn't great, because not everybody's on the same wavelength. But this right here, this is. So I respect that. And I probably would like the day a lot more if I like the food. So this could all be changed. I'm just going to put that out. The solution,
you're going to have to
change it.
You're going to have to do your little experiment maybe and see if your thought process around the food that's on the table this year changes. And if not, then maybe, you start your own tradition. You get a house someday, and Thanksgiving in the DeSantis household is a day of soul food, dude. Why not?
I think that's the move because I'm not going to disrespect a turkey like that.
True.
So it is a turkey day.
You can't be doing that. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
It's a day of turkeys. This is the one week where we don't celebrate Turkey Tuesday. You got to enjoy that too.
We got to celebrate Turkey Thursday this week.
That's right. Turkey's got to curb his day. That's all right.
Well, it's because he's a humble dog. He understands the greater scheme.
I don't know if he does, but, we force him to be. It's okay.
It's all good. If we put Turkey in the dog show, he would win Best in Show. We know he would.
I don't know. Because all those dogs are all clean and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, but dude, the winner last year was a pug. Turkey's better than a pug.
I don't. But that's my point. Is I don't understand how they rate these things. Because if Turkey was in the show, and I'm biased, but there's a clear winner, and it's Turkey.
I would agree with you.
And then you see the poodles walk by,
tail shaved, and then
yeah, what the fuck? What are we doing?
I don't know, man.
It's so ugly. So ugly.
Like I said, we don't know the voting criteria. We're not a part of the Kennel Club of Philadelphia, so it's not on us to do the voting.
It is awesome that it's in Philly. I think that's awesome.
It makes it so much better, dude. When you think about that, it's so funny.
It really is. Shout out the dog show.
I mean, hey, maybe we need to petition the Kennel Club, and we got to get a stick carrying competition because then we know.
Ooh.
We know who's winning that one.
This is a good point. You know when them dogs go through the like they hop things and they go in the tube.
Yeah, the
and it's
obstacle
like,
course.
Why is that not the competition? I don't care if they look pretty and shit. You know, I want a dog that can go do something, like the herding competition. That would be good. Just throw a bunch of border collies out there, let them try to see who can herd the sheep in the fastest, and it's just gonna be like,
That'd be so
like
good,
that. The stadium's gonna be going crazy. Okay,
that would be
that's
a
a
fantastic
competition.
time.
Yeah, let me see something. Some of these dogs. I've been to an event once where they threw the stick in the water, and then the dogs. It's like long jump, but for the dogs, where they into
but those things
pool,
are
splash.
Those things are long jumping like 25 feet, dude. They're long
That's
jumping.
my point.
Like 6 times their own length. It's crazy.
It's impressive. But I'll tell you this much: shout out the pugs of the world, but they're not doing that.
No, they can't do that. That's not in their blood.
That little poodle with the little haircut, the poodle with the perm, poodle perm
with the perm.
You know, the poodle. Some of these dogs got blowouts.
Dude, I think
it's like, yo, if you're bringing your dog to your hair cutters, we got problems. Okay, I don't even see it.
As a solutions-based company, I think we might need to launch the Interlude Kennel Club, and that is the competition that we have. We get the herding competition, we get the stick carrying competition, we get the long jump competition. Okay. You could have you can have
obstacle course.
We can run it like a triathlon. If those were the 3 events, right? You get your overall, your collective winner, but then you can also have the winner of each heat. Corgi race is another great one, dude. There was a corgi race at the Detroit Lions game this past weekend. The Corgi Cup. They have it every year.
It's beautiful. Good. Do more. I like that.
Corgis
that's
are a good
the
one.
Content we need.
Because it's just puppies sprinting on a football field. Why not?
It's funny.
Unfortunately, Helen was the 2-time defending champion. She did not bring the crown home for a 3-peat. But that's okay. She performed very well in the Corgi Cup. Yep, they had a 2-time winner going into yesterday. I don't remember the dog's name who won it yesterday.
Triple crown?
No,
Helen was
almost.
Up for a triple crown?
She was up for it, but she couldn't convert.
Are you saying she blew it like Mount Saint? Ooh.
Well, let's see who
did get a bar season.
Quick research here, folks.
I'll 3-peat like I'm Mount Saint Helen.
Quick.
Smoky.
Where do we got? No, these were the competitors.
Yeah, but no, I like this idea. We got to get some more dogs with talents rather than looks. Because looks are subjective. Talents are not. Talent's an objective standpoint.
For sure. Absolutely.
That's why I like sports, because it's subjective.
Yeah, you got a winner and a loser.
It's all subjective. Right. But this dog's prettier than this. The best thing about dogs is that they are subjective, right? Like your dog will always be the best dog in the world. And it should be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to understand
agree with you 100%.
So don't call somebody and be like, my dog's so great. You just don't understand. Like, of course I fucking understand. I have a dog. And your dog's actually not that cool because I have a dog. And that's the point. I can still respect it. And this is my favorite animal in the world. So I respect it through and through. But we're ranking them because of the way their teeth look. I've never once looked at a dog at the teeth and been like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to pet this dog because they don't have good teeth.
Yeah, no.
But if I saw a
that's
dog
not how it goes.
Jump 30 feet, catch the baton, then splash in the pool, like splash. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's a dog I want to go pet right there.
This is the solution to take views away from the NFL. Make a dope dog contest on Thanksgiving, and then maybe more people will watch that than the game.
Interesting. But either way, it's something to gather around the TV to enjoy while you're there.
Correct.
Eating your turkey and your mashed potatoes and your stuffing and your cranberry sauce and all the things that Nick hates. Get around the table and watch the Interlude Kennel Show.
Just give thanks to everything Nick doesn't like. So that's all. that's good.
All right, man. Well, I will say we teased we had a couple other things on the agenda today, so we could get into it or we can save them for next week because we've had quite an episode. You tell me.
Yeah, we've been rolling. Maybe we pivot. A little pivot step, folks. We've already taken too much of your time tonight. Yes,
I think
we'll
we have.
Jump in that later.
So, You heard a little bit of a tease then, folks. You got a little bit of spins and flips and a little bit of new technology coming your way next week.
Yeah, it's coming.
But for now,
Next week, it's
but
coming.
for now, that concludes, my friends, another episode of the Interlude Pod, the Thanksgiving episode 10. That's Nick D. I'm your co-host, Todd. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed listening to this episode half as much as we enjoyed making it for you.
Because we had a ball. And only real ideas are going to last. All other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow.
So without further ado, until next week, folks. Good night, New York.
Good night, Connecticut.